Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be talking a little bit about some of the development news and some sneak peeks. So let's get right into it. So as you can see here, this is basically Tyridge's little goodbye speech, kind of. He says, "It hurts to say this, but I'm letting the community know I'm no longer working on the Wild West for now." So, emphasis on for now. We don't know if that's obviously that's not forever. He could totally come back and continue to work, but for now, we're probably not going to get a lot of updates. There is some sneak peeks I'll be showing later, and hopefully those will come out before he quits or whatever. But it continues, and he says, "Recent success of some games on Roblox have made me consider where I'm at and the potential for growth I have still. It's difficult being in the same place for years on a 7-year-old game with so much tech debt where it's very difficult to maintain and add content to. I could have released so many games by now, and I felt pretty held back creatively and tied to one thing, and it's affected my mental health for a long time." And I honestly kind of get where he's coming from. I understand what he's saying, because that can obviously be very frustrating. He's just working on one project when he literally could have put out so many other successful games that may or may not have been more successful than Wild West itself. So it's he said he's kind of tied and creatively held back. So I get where he's coming from, and it's very disappointing, but he said, "While I'm very proud of what we've built here, and I'll be forever grateful to the community, we're a small team, and it's difficult working on something when everyone who works on it is burnt out. We're not the driven team we used to be, and I think we could be if we were working on something with the potential to grow and scale like we want it. We've had good momentum lately, but I'd be putting in many hours of work just to barely break even. The amount of work we'd put into one update, we could have released entire games off of." That's very true. So it's he piles all this work into Wild West. The whole progression update took 4 years. 4 years. And in that time, he could have made an entire new game based off of with the progression update mechanics and stuff, right? So, yeah, it's very frustrating. I actually do understand his predicament. I actually although it's kind of disappointing to see the head developer of my favorite, it's just made me realize it's not sustainable anymore if we want this growth. I've wanted to move on and focus toward fun, mobile-friendly games on Roblox, a platform now dominated by mobile for quite a few years now." That's actually that's fair. I see what he means, because so many of Roblox's players are mobile players, and it's a marketing strategy. If he makes a mobile-friendly game and it gets very popular, a lot of mobile players are gonna spend Robux on it or spend money on it, right? So yeah, I get where he's coming from. Anyways, I really have wanted to get back to my roots and just being able to make games again and pour my heart into it. And I've been on Roblox forever and feel pretty confident I can produce passionate and also widely accessible content. It's time for me to move on and pursue that goal. I know this will probably cause a riot and anger toward me, but I wanted to let the community know where I'm at, and I hope some of you may understand. Thank you." So yeah, I think, although it's sad, I do understand why he's doing this, and obviously he explains, but I think if all of us were to, if you were to take all the angry people or all the people that are mad at him quitting, and if you were to say, okay, put yourself in his shoes, right? Let's say you're developing a game for 7 years and you work 4 years on one update. Wouldn't it be really disappointing? It's you work so hard for so long, and it's just you could have made so much more stuff. You could have expanded even wider, bigger, it's disappointing. Anyways, we're going to move on to some of the sneak peeks over here. So first off, we got some sort of new shotgun, and a new rifle, and a new pistol. And We got a new video of the pistol, which is very cool. Reload looks pretty interesting. Kind of like pop it out. So yeah, and this is kind of like to lighten the mood, I guess, because it's like we go from a very serious subject to now it's kind of just like a, like, you know, cool, chill sneak peeks. So yeah, I'm very excited for these weapons. And the cool thing about kind of like the sneak peeks is it's like, oh, I wonder what skill these will be available on. Because, like, dude, this shotgun looks insane. I feel like, me personally, like, I could care less about the pistol here. I feel like the two rifles is what's really intriguing. Anyways, well, guys, it's very disappointing that Tyridge has chosen to no longer be a part of developing on Wild West. It's very sad. That doesn't mean we won't get updates. I personally kind of have hope, like, okay, just because Tyridge is leaving doesn't mean the entire development team is leaving, right? I don't know, I could be wrong. Those sneak peeks were pretty cool, so I do have hope with that. That would be really fun to use those weapons. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'd really appreciate it if you like and subscribe. It's free as always, and you can change your mind anytime. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.